Welcome to the Holocaust Education Awareness Training Program, presented by the World Affairs Council of Austin. SB 1828 was passed in 2019 due to significant ignorance of the Holocaust. It mandates that K-12 students in Texas receive instruction on the Holocaust during a selected week, using THG-AAC-approved resources. The working definition of anti-Semitism from IHRA is a certain perception of Jews, which may be expressed as hatred toward Jews. Manifestations can be rhetorical or physical, directed toward individuals, property, or institutions. Following recent conflicts, it is crucial that Texas public schools utilize instructional resources provided by the Texas Holocaust, Genocide, and Anti-Semitism Advisory Commission, or THG-AAC. The THG-AAC's mission is to combat hatred and indifference by educating Texans about the Holocaust and other genocides. Resources are available year-round, especially during Holocaust Remembrance Week. The THG-AAC webpage offers resources such as instruction requirements, guidance on how to teach about the Holocaust, and approved resources for grades K-12. Speakers are also available for events. Here is the State of Texas proclamation by Governor Greg Abbott, declaring January 26 to 30, 2026 as Holocaust Remembrance Week. This is a proclamation from the city of Las Cruces, recognizing the suffering and resilience of the victims of the Minsk Ghetto, and declaring February 28th as Minsk Ghetto Awareness Day. We remember the Minsk Ghetto, particularly the events of February 28th, through the efforts of the World Affairs Council of Austin. The Minsk Ghetto was established shortly after the German invasion. February 28, 1943, marked a major liquidation, resulting in thousands of systematic murders before the ghetto's complete destruction in October 1943. These powerful images serve as a stark reminder of the atrocities that occurred in the Minsk Ghetto. The visual evidence of the ghetto's boundaries and the conditions endured by its inhabitants underscore the cruelty of the Holocaust. The scenes from the Minsk Ghetto illustrate the isolation and forced confinement of the Jewish community. Families faced unimaginable hardship and despair within the confines of the ghetto. Mikhail Gbebelev was a key figure in the Minsk resistance. The Minsk Ghetto was designated a Nazi labor camp. We honor the memory of those in the Minsk Ghetto on February 28th, a date of somber significance. We bridge the memory from the courtroom to the classroom, connecting Minsk's history to El Paso's educational efforts. This video introduces the World Affairs Council of Austin's Model UN, focusing on the 6th mock committee hearing for the Genocide Convention 1948, specifically Article 10. We will be examining the Genocide Convention of 1948, Article 10, during this 6th mock committee hearing. The convention is the foundation of international criminal law and legally defines genocide. It binds states to prevent and punish acts of genocide, shaping every debate in this simulation. The following slides provide background context for the upcoming Model UN simulation. We are looking at how international legal frameworks address mass atrocities. Understanding the history of the convention is essential for the simulation. The focus is on the legal implications of the Genocide Convention. We examine the challenges of achieving international consensus. We are here because unrecognized genocides persist globally, and generational denial obscures historical realities. Survivors deserve official legal acknowledgement today. The proposed amendment, Article 10, focuses on posthumous genocide determination, providing acknowledgement without criminal conviction. This legally protects historical evidence and supports future reparations. Armenia, Belarus, and Canada are initial sponsoring nations for the amendment, with Argentina also joining. International support is crucial for ratification. Supporting arguments emphasize that justice must outlive perpetrators, denial is part of genocide, archives require legal validation, and recognition supports healing. States supporting the amendment include Belarus, Armenia, Cambodia, and Rwanda. States opposing the amendment include Turkey, Russia, China, and the United States. Opposition arguments include concerns about sovereignty, the risk of politicization, due process issues, and historical sensitivity. Witnesses provide essential survivor and archival evidence, validating the need for official legal acknowledgement. Currently, there are 6 supporting states and 4 opposing states. The hearing structure begins with opening statements, followed by witness testimony, cross-examination, and state interventions. The process concludes with final deliberation and a formal vote. The sequence of the hearing is Opening statements, witness testimony, cross-examination, state interventions, deliberation, and vote. Article 10 addresses posthumous accountability for genocide, allowing for recognition of genocide without live perpetrators. It is a significant legal mechanism change to legally define past events. Amending a treaty is difficult because states protect their narratives, legal language must be exact, and diplomacy heavily influences every word. Achieving consensus is incredibly rare. Arguments for the amendment highlight that it provides a critical legal definition for past events, promotes accountability, strengthens the convention's impact, and advances justice even without living perpetrators. Arguments against the amendment claim it is legally unnecessary, existing language is sufficient, amendment risks damaging the original convention, and focusing on the past hinders future prevention. Obstacles to ratification include states defending their historical narratives, the need for absolutely precise legal language, the challenge of achieving global consensus, and severe diplomatic resistance. Delegations must now draft a resolution to amend the Convention on Genocide. The resolution must precisely define Article 10, and negotiation is key to achieving widespread consensus. Your role is to actively engage as assigned diplomats, assume the perspectives of survivors, utilize historical and legal knowledge, and negotiate the proposed treaty amendment details. Key actors include delegations arguing national narratives, states protecting existing conventions, survivors advocating for historical justice, and legal scholars providing expertise. The final vote determines the resolution's adoption. Ratification requires a specific number of state approvals, and achieving consensus is crucial, as the outcome profoundly impacts the Genocide Convention.